Hello everyone, welcome to Padel Smash Academy once again. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most exciting and underrated shots in Padel, which is the world famous lob.
One of our viewers had a question, what is the most underrated shot in Padel? And you're definitely right, it is the lob. It is an important part of the game. It's the way to get your players back to the court instead of them dominating the net. It's a way for you to, if your partner is running around and out of position, or you're out of position, it's a way to hit a lob and get back in position. There's so many useful techniques of using the lob, and it's definitely the most underrated shot in Padel.
Absolutely right. And we're going to show you the three different type of lobs that you can hit.
When would you use the lob?
Okay, the lob is, as you know, in any racket sport, it's a defensive shot. But it's a good way for you to slow down the momentum of the players when they're trying to attack you. You're using the lob most of the time when you're defending, so when you're at the back of the net, so you can push your opponents to the back of the court for you to retake the net. Now, it's about you mastering that shot and hitting that lob deep into the corners for you to be able to really retake the net.
What is the first lob?
Okay, the first lob is the most important one. It's called the raining lob, right? Or the nevado, which means raining. Why? Because it's coming straight down. And that's the lob that you will see players hitting all the time. The ball goes really high and then it comes down in a straight line. Why is that lob so important? First of all, because you're slowing down the momentum of the attacking players, right? That's why. Because if you're hitting a lob, it's because you're trying to push the players back. And second of all, when that ball is coming straight line, it's very difficult for you to put power because it's very difficult to judge the actual contact point and try to hit it hard. That's why it's so important. So let me tell you exactly how it's done. First of all, I want you to hold the racket almost like a frying pan, okay? So face of the racket up. Now, the ball is in front of you, right? You're gonna get under that shot with the face of the paddle facing up and then finish above your left shoulder, making sure that you touch almost your left shoulder. So the way it looks is like this. Initially, that's the way we do it. Eventually, we're gonna show you how to do it off the back wall. So make the ball bounce, get under and finish all the way up. Here are the mistakes that could happen. Either you can go long, meaning you're gonna be hitting the glass, or short, you're gonna be closer to the net. So how do you readjust that? Either by, I call the 2 millimeter rule. The 2 millimeter rule is by you opening more if you're going too long, and closing if you're going too short, until you find that range. Because you have to think that you gotta play with the different variables of the game. If there's wind, it can play against you. You have to learn how the wind is blowing. It's blowing against you or from the side. Very important. If the balls are wet, if the glass is very hot, you gotta be able to see how the ball plays. So that's why until you find that range, you gotta be opening and closing. But the most important thing, going back to the technique of the proper process, open, get under, hit all the way up, finish above your left shoulder. That's a must do. The follow through, it's always there. Mistake that everybody does, start doing this when hitting lobs.
Right, okay, some tips and tricks here. Your main goal is to get the ball pretty high, and you want that ball to land in this area. I mean, you want it to hug as far as you can to this back wall. Actually, you don't even want it to come off this back wall at least amount as possible. So their only option is possibly do another lob or just hit it, get it back into play. If the ball comes off the back wall too much, you're going to give them an offensive shot. So you have to be careful. Now, if you hit it too short, then you give them an offensive shot. So where would you want to place this ball in case you hit the ball too short?
Very simple. The paddle court is a rectangle. So you always want to hit the balls. Number one, always try to go cross court. But very important to know that you always have to hit with a purpose. So let's say I'm hitting cross court. I'm on the right side and I'm hitting cross court to the guy. But this guy in the right side, on the opposite side, has a huge bomb as an overhead. So now I have to change that and try to go down the line. So it's about, ideally it's always cross court, but you have to see how you're feeling that day, and if the guy on your right, on the left side has a weaker overhead, maybe aim to that side. That will be the best strategic point for you to start thinking about. Second lob, very, very important too, it's called the fast lob. And what do we do with that? Fast lob is when you see the players coming in, and now you don't give them enough time, so you hit them open the head of the paddle, but a little bit more slightly forward, and you swing a little bit faster so that ball goes not as high, but a little bit faster for the player to stop, and now he has to run back and set up. Now you're stopping the momentum of attacking, and then they have to retrieve it by moving backwards. That is called a fast lob. It's a great lob to use when they're serving to you, the player's coming in, and then you just go a fast lob back to the player, so he needs to stop and now readjust and run back. That's a great way for you to start really pushing the players back with that lob. The technique, very simple. Now the face of the racket changes, and the follow through always changes. So now you have to go more forward, facing the paddle where you wanna have the ball go.
So it's kind of more of a shot, but you're extending out to do kind of a fast
Exactly.
lob.
So it's more like I call it also the half moon lob. Sort of, it's like a half moon. One goes up and it's straight down. The other one is more like half moon lob.
Okay.
That's very important for you guys to have it on your lob arsenal.
What's the third lob, Julian?
The third lob is more at a higher advanced professional level. It's the same lob, but now you're hitting with backspin on it. So now you're setting up a little bit higher, face of the paddle up. Instead of going down, now you're slicing the ball and going up. So you get that backspin on that shot, and that ball bounces and it just dies there. So that, going back to Seth when he was saying, now if you can master that lob, for that lob to bounce there with backspin on it, it just dies there. It's a brutal shot for you guys to master, because the way you set it up is this, and then you go and you finish all the way getting that backspin on it. So the way you do it is start a little bit higher, get under that shot, get that backspin on it, and finish above your left shoulder. So the follow through is exactly the same as a reigning lob.
So that's a little more advanced lob.
It is a little more advanced.
More risky.
Yes.
But if you practice it enough, I think you can dominate it.
I mean, it will be great for you to practice it, especially with your coach, because the problem with this one, if you're not very precise, now you ended up hitting too short, and now is when you will have to deal with the, put away smashes or the bumps.
All right, Julian, so let's show them how it's done. Let's do the reigning lob, the fast lob, and the backspin lob.
Let's do it.
Thanks, guys, for joining us. You've got a great video lesson here from Padel Master Coach Julian and myself, Cez. So we'll catch you next time on the court, and hopefully this will take you to the next level.